You've got thousands of rows of data, sales, products, customers, dates, and someone asks you one simple question. Which region made the most revenue last quarter? Now, for most people, that means panic scrolling, filtering, writing formulas, probably confusion. But in Excel, there's a faster way. PivotTables. It can take messy raw data and turn it into clear answers in seconds. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how PivotTables work step by step from complete beginner to confident user. And once you understand this, Excel starts feeling a lot less like a spreadsheet and a lot more like a data analysis tool. So first, what actually is a pivot table? A pivot table is Excel's way of summarizing large data sets without needing complicated formulas. Think of it like this. You give Excel raw data, and pivot tables organize it into insights. For example, instead of looking through 10,000 transactions one by one, you can instantly see total sales by region, top selling products, monthly trends. It's basically drag, drop, analyze. And that's why pivot tables are one of the most important Excel skills you can learn. Before you even build a pivot table, your data structure matters. This is where beginners make mistakes. Your dataset needs a single header row, no blank columns, no blank rows, no merged cells. Each column should represent one category. For example, order date, product name, region, sales amount, quantity. If your data is messy, your pivot table will be messy too. And here's a pro tip. Click anywhere in your data, press Ctrl+T, and turn it into an Excel table first. This makes your data dynamic, cleaner, and easier to update later. Now, let's build one. Click anywhere inside your dataset. Go to Insert, click Pivot Table, choose New Worksheet, then hit OK. And now, you'll see a blank pivot table panel. This is where many people get intimidated, but it's actually simple. On the right side, you'll see your field list, and this is where the real power starts. Here's the easiest way to understand pivot tables. Rows equals categories going downward. Columns equals categories going across. Values equals the numbers you want summarized. Filters equals controls for the whole report. So let's say you drag the region into rows and sales amount into values. Boom. Now you instantly see total sales by region. No sumifs, no manual formulas, just results. And if you drag product name into columns, now you've broken sales down by both region and product name. This is why it's called a pivot table, because you can pivot your perspective instantly. By default, Excel usually sums your numbers. But what if you want average sales, count of orders, maximum value, minimum value? It's easy. Just click the drop-down in Values. Go to Value Field Settings and switch your calculation. This is huge because sometimes sum is useful, but sometimes count tells the better story. For example, total revenue tells you money. Count tells you transaction volume. Different metric, different insight. Now let's make this useful. What if you only want your top performing products? Click the drop-down, sort largest to smallest. Done. Want only one region? Use filters. This is where pivot tables stop being static reports and start becoming analysis tools. Instead of staring at data, you're asking questions, and Excel is answering them. Dates are one of the best pivot table features. The moment you tick the date column in your field list, Excel does the heavy lifting for you. Instead of just adding date, it automatically creates a hierarchy, instantly adding years, quarters, and months to your rows. If Excel doesn't do it automatically, or if you want to customize the view, right-click any date. Choose Group. Now you can group by months, quarters, years. So instead of seeing hundreds of dates, you instantly get monthly or quarterly summaries. This is incredibly useful for trend analysis. And honestly, this one feature alone can save hours. Now let's make this look professional. Go to Pivot Table, Analyze, Insert Slicer. Choose something like product category and click OK. Now, instead of drop-down menus, you've got clickable buttons. And if you add a timeline for dates, now you can filter reports visually by month or year. This is how regular spreadsheets start becoming dashboards. Numbers are powerful, but visuals communicate faster. Click inside your pivot table. Navigate to PivotTable Analyze. Go to PivotChart. Now your summarized data becomes charts instantly. Bar charts, line charts, column charts. And because it's connected to your pivot table, your chart updates automatically when filters change. That's powerful. Here's one mistake almost everyone makes. They update the original dataset, but the pivot table doesn't change. Why? Because pivot tables need refreshing. Right-click, refresh. Always remember this. If your numbers look wrong, check refresh first. A few big beginner mistakes. Blank cells in source data. Bad headers. Merge cells. Forgetting to refresh. Using inconsistent date formats. Pivot tables are powerful, but they rely on clean structure. Garbage in, garbage out. Let's say you run sales for a coffee chain. You want to know which store performs best, which category sells most, which month underperformed. With pivot tables, this goes from hours to minutes. That's why analysts, managers, and business owners rely on them constantly. Because data is only useful if you can summarize it fast. So here's the big takeaway. Pivot tables are not complicated. They're structured. Once you understand rows, columns, values, filters, you unlock one of Excel's most powerful tools. And honestly, if you work with data, this skill is non-negotiable. So practice this today, use your own data set, and start turning raw spreadsheets into real insights. Because pivot tables don't just organize data, they help you make better decisions.